Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I just want to take this time to thank everyone who came out to help me during the petitioning period. Those of you who really went out of your way to really make sure that I got the signatures that I needed to get on the ballot. And I just want to say I can't thank you enough because running for office isn't always the easiest thing. This is my fourth time, believe it or not, running for office and just trying to help the city that I love and the city that I live in. It's not always easy because there are so many roadblocks that are already set up to stop you from, really trying to get out and do something a little bit different. And I get it. But it doesn't help our city and it doesn't help the people that live in it. But I do want to say thank you so much to all of you, to the seniors who came out, to the disabled who came out to really help me, and so many more of you who've just been just so God sent and so sincere about what you're doing. I mean, I didn't have any money to pay anybody anything. I normally don't. And it's not like the party embraces anything that I do, which is fine, but it doesn't stop me, and I say this as an example to young people. Don't let anything stop you. If this is something that you want to do, you do it. And I mean, not with politics, but with anything that you have in your life, prepare for it. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. So anyway, we got the petitions in on Thursday, and so the next step is that sometimes people don't want you. I believe as an American citizen, everyone should be on the ballot. We live in a democracy in a country that's so unique and so different from other countries where so many other people come in from, that this is why they come here. Because where else and what other country could you go to as a non-citizen and be able to do the things that you do here in America? So I believe that as an American citizen who's been here, everyone should get on the ballot. That's why we have a democracy. Others, however, don't feel that way. They feel that if they're an incumbent, you shouldn't run against them. If you have money, you shouldn't run against a person who has a lot of money, But money doesn't help the people. I mean, if you have someone who has a gorgeous house and, money and all this stuff, it doesn't buy kindness and compassion. It doesn't make you feel anything for anyone who doesn't, and even if you never came in contact, you don't know another person's plight. It's very difficult to advocate for them, So I say running is something for me where God having allowed me to experience so many different things, from Birmingham segregation to being the only chocolate chip in the milk to in the Catskill Mountains, growing up around so many different diverse cultures and ethnicity has really been an advantage to me, where I can sit at the table and I can say, if someone has been unemployed and how that affects a person. So when decisions are being made, maybe taking things from another perspective, that maybe those sitting around that table who had the money to pay people to help them get into office would not, under normal circumstances, be able to think about. And I think that we need a little bit of everybody at the table. People want young people to run, which is fine, but I don't think that young people should be running if they're not mature enough. And there are some adults who are running that are way over 30 that are not mature enough. You must be mature and secure in this job, as I believe as a politician. Excuse me one second. As a political person or a public servant, because you do need to have experience, whether it's education, whether it's job, whether it's life. All of those things are an advantage to being able to sit at the table when laws and legislations are being made and people are talking about the needs of a community, because a community consists of everybody, not just young people, but older people, middle class people, everybody. So some people actually need representation, some even more than others. So some people's lives are not going to change regardless of who gets in office, and then some people's lives will change. So I say, let's try to unify more and stop being divisive with the millennials versus the baby boomers versus Generation X versus all that stuff, because it really doesn't matter. And I think that, yes, sometimes young people are very much more easier to persuade by older people than people who have experience. And I also think that the other thing is the generations, and also the fact that generations coming together to make our society and our world and our communities a better place. So I just want to say, if we can find it in our hearts to just choose the right people, look at the character of the people that you are putting into office to represent you, not just because they're your relative and not just because they're your friend, but look at the things that they've done, really done, that have made differences in people's lives. I mean, we can all say we made a difference in one person's life, but what have you done to make a community, to improve a community, to improve, you know, the quality of life for other people. You know, I'm just saying. So anyway, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody who came out. This is not over. We will see what's going to happen afterwards. More than anything, I understand people are very disenchanted about, public servants and people who go into politics. You can't trust anybody. You know, people can be mean, and I agree with that. People will use you, and I do agree to that too. It's time for you to make a change. It's time for Yonkers people, America, to start thinking about the consequences and repercussions of the people that you put in office and what they will do and what they won't do. Because talk is cheap, you know? I mean, somebody can tell you that they love you, but words are just words. Words, love is an action. And if you really love this city, and if you really love the people who are in this city, and you really care about all of them, you're going to do for all of them. And as a public servant, we need to start listening more. We need to start listening more and being not just sympathetic, but we can be sympathetic. But if we haven't experienced anything, we can't be empathetic. So, I just want to say I love all of you. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to have a party, okay? And everyone is invited. So I just want to thank you again for being out there and supporting me. And let's hope to get on the ballot. I will keep you up to date on everything that's going on. So loving kisses to all of you, and thank you all so much for your time and your energy. And I don't know how to make it up to you, but I just really do thank you. Thank you for being there for me. Have a nice day, and we'll talk soon. All right now. Bye.